Hey, what's up, guys? This is Big Russ, and you're gonna see me change shirts a few times, and that window is gonna change colors a few times in this video. So heads up. I'm starting to lay down some paint on the SynthWave body, but I want to go over some things real quick. So past few times I've ran into Walmart for whatever reason, no Hot Wheels on the pegs at all. Tonight was different. I got some, they might not be cool to you, but they're cool to me. We'll start off with the customs. This absolutely gorgeous boat tail Riviera. Had the chance to buy one of these a few years ago, like a legit one, and a deal fell through. Couldn't get the money quick enough for the guy. He was just being an asshole, really. Truck that's near and dear to my heart, second gen C10s. I love all the C10s, but this one's pretty unique. It has white plastics, white graphics, mixed with a little black graphics on this beautiful sea foam. This is a killer looking truck. Then we got this custom 53 Chevy with a transparent hood. Yeah. I've only seen like buses and vans come with transparent body panels, like the Dodge vans. So to see a translucent hood on a mainline, absolutely sick. Had to get Bumblebee. That is a beautiful gold. Don't care who you are. Bumblebee looks great. I do have a thing for Beetles. One of my favorite race cars and one of my favorite paint jobs. A Shelby Daytona Coupe with a Gulf livery. Not the wildest, but still very tasty. A 96 Magnus Walker. I fell in love with his builds around the same time everybody was falling in love with Rawwelt Bariff, the RWB builds. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have an RWB, to drive it like an RWB is supposed to be driven, not a showpiece. So that leads me to the last two. I found this at Meijer the other day. Okay, I love Defenders. You know, desert tan, black wheels, just classic. And then this was just sitting up front. I was like, I hadn't seen one in silver. No, guys, it's hard to see, but this is a Zamac. So basically, this is a zinc plated body, and then they just put the decals on it, which, you know, super cool. Super cool. All right, on to the main event. Try to have my address so you guys don't find out where I live. I know how y'all be. So, this body is going to be primarily one color. This is going to be one color. This is going to have a graphic on it. And yeah, that's really it. And when I say mostly one color, I'm going to lay down some color tonight I'm using my Wicked Bismuth Yellow. I'm going straight over this. Okay. I am going to be recreating one of my favorite NASCAR paint schemes. Even if other people are like, no, that's not the right paint scheme. It's my favorite. That's all that matters. Right? So back in the late 80s, early 90s, Dale Earnhardt didn't drive a black Chevrolet. On the contrary, the Intimidator drove a yellow and blue Wrangler Chevrolet. And to this day, that is one of my all-time favorite paint jobs or colorways. And he's had so many different ones. But I'm going off of one of his more simplified ones where he had basically the top of the fenders and the hood were yellow, and then the rest of the car was blue. And then his numbers were obviously yellow. And I thought it looked sick as a kid. Still do. I mean, and if I remember correctly, the original yellow on the Ripper is this Wicked detail yellow. And I wasn't really feeling the bismuth, but I knew I should have ran some alcohol through this first. Oh man. Put a few more blops in there. And it did shake this really well. This is just some really thick paint. If you guys haven't seen some of the options that Oppai offers, you're missing out. He has some colors that are absolutely just gorgeous. On Facebook, he shared one that he just finished building for a customer that is an RTR using a silk purple. Yeah. If you didn't know that these bodies were 3D printed, you would swear that thing was candy painted. It is sick. Yeah. So I'm gonna flip this camera around so you guys can see what I'm seeing, and we'll get back to it.
Of course, my airbrush wants to be a pain in the butt tonight. I gotta buy a new one. This little cheapy Amazon deal is, it's done well. And I've done my best to try to clean it out after every use. And it doesn't want to play nice, like, half the time I use it. Alright, we're gonna make do. Yeah, I'm having to manually move my needle in and out, which sucks. Because it doesn't want to spray. Y'all saw that, right? I'm not imagining shit. But this color does look a lot more vibrant on camera. So that, guys, I'm blown away. Alright, so I'm gonna let this dry. We come back with some more coats of all of this. You see what I'm going for here? Where the top of the fenders and the hood will be yellow. That will get cleared, masked off, repainted. This will all get cleared, masked off, and then repainted twice. Well, that'll get repainted twice as well. Basically, there'll be a number 3 there. I'm going to try to do some 3s there. If not, I will mask off this line, leave that yellow, paint the rest of this all white again, or black, depending on what base I need for the blue I'm going to be using. The blue I'm planning on using is not, it's not this. Okay, it's not going to be the opaque sky blue. This is not a Richard Petty paint job, this is a Dale Earnhardt paint job, and his blue was a little closer to this. And I don't know if you can tell, but that's a pretty sick combo right there, guys. So, when we come back, all this will be uniform, ready for clear, or cleared, I should say, and then we'll get into masking off and painting this body. So, stay tuned.
Alright guys, so this is the color I'm going with. It's this 5304 Pearl Blue from Createx. Did a little test panel just to see how it would spray, how it would work with this 3D print, and I like it. I think it looked good. Oof, off camera. So there's been like 3 coats of white, and this yellow is still shining through a little bit. A lot of masking work. Yeah. not fun to mask off. Blacked out the roof. If you can see, there's the number 3 because we do it for Dale. And the hood kind of blacked out the cowl. There's some small cleanup stuff need to touch up over here, but I think the hood came out looking great. You get some of this blue mixed up, and yeah, do it, lady. I did get a new airbrush. And let me just say, the way it sprays, I am so just tickled with. This little guy, it has this huge orifice. So yeah, the container is not removable. It's all cast in one. But that huge, I mean, absolutely huge, means no wasted paint. The only issue I have found is when I go to clean it, putting it back together is kind of a pain. But it sprays just so nice. This thing was only like $16. I think after everything was said and done, $17 on Amazon. Stupid, stupid cheap. Okay, and I really like this. It's just fantastic. It's very comfortable. Compared to this one, it actually weighs less. I know I'm missing stuff. This has been taken apart to clean, and as you can tell, like it's hard to clean this one, where this one's super easy. But yeah, let's start spraying some paint down. All right. So, hey, absolutely love the way that looks. Some of the black is showing through right along this edge here, but I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and unmask this. See how it turned out. Get my handy dandy tool here. Is it perfect? No. So right there I got a little line. I got a little bleed through here. But you know what? It's fine. It is absolutely fine. When it comes to the body, there's some like I probably should have based this in black over the yellow. But you know what? We're just gonna go with it because it will get scratched up. It will get banged up. I'm not overly concerned, but damn, that looks good. So this side looks a little bit better. Damn it. I was hoping for that clean, easy peel. Ah, caught that on camera. Boom. That's a hell of a color combo. Old Dale was on something with that one, man. So, as we can see, yeah. And the Ripper, don't get me wrong, the Ripper looks great with the Toyota front clip and with the Jeep front clip. But this body is just so much cooler. And now I gotta find my itty bitty Phillips head screwdriver. And boom, we have a naked Ripper. So the next big step we have to do, bust out the instructions, because this does not use the Ripper hardware. Okay? None of it is Ripper hardware. And that's fine. Which means I kind of need to find my hardware. Yeah. So, where'd my... There it is. I don't know if I even have the right size hardware. But this is actually pretty easy to get going. You've got 4 mounting holes on the main cab, 1 on the back. And it just... drops right on. Man, that looks good as fuck. So obviously you can't use the stock roof or hood. You could reuse your stock roof panel, but why? Why would you do that? Whew. Guys. I know this is a mess, but like, I like it. I kind of wish I'd based everything in black first instead of white before I laid down my blue. But that's pretty freaking rad. That is the semi completed synth runner or cyber runner, whatever. I forget the name Oppai gave this. Done up in a Dale Earnhardt Wrangler-esque paint job. honestly, if Iron Man Stewart had challenged Dale to an off-road race back in the 80s, this is what he'd pull up in. Because, do it for Dale. All right. So, if you purchase this body from Oppai Factory, it comes in so many colors, you do not have to do anything to it. And, I mean, obviously, you can. The materials he uses do take paints fairly well. All this was Createx Wicked paints, or their Wicked line, and regular ass Createx. I think my white is Pro line. So I'm not going to glue this in yet. I got to drill these out for headlights because, lights make everything better. And same on the back with the tail lights. But what do you guys think? I gotta get hardware. There's some touch-up work that needs to be done. Some of this I can clean up fairly easy. This is a solid 20-foot paint job. Like, when this is like, that looks killer, right? Far enough away that you can't really see the imperfections, but you can kind of feel the vibe that's going on. Right? Like, you get the vibe. These trucks they're hard to get perfect, but not impossible. Like, I don't know how well this is going to pick up, but you see there's some bleed through. There's some thinner spots where the black is shining through. Not the end of the world. And with the black on the leading edge, it kind of hides behind the light bar. And when I do put an actual light bar on this thing, you'll never notice it. So, I know this video has gone on forever. I love you guys. I am going to get this wrapped up. I do have a new drive shaft on order because I can't find the ones I bought not even a year ago. Because when I built the Warhammer truck, I ordered 2 sets of regular Defender Bronco links, not realizing I needed high trail length drive shafts. So, yay. Can't find them anywhere. Don't know why. I don't know why this is hilarious. But yeah, I can't find them. So, Injora, since I'm not a fan of their stuff, they sell drive shafts singular now. So, like, I needed a rear. I got a rear for like $6-7. I don't remember how much it was. I spent $60 with them. I got a clear Beetle body for the SCX-24. I'm just going to do a fun paint job on it and basically throw it on my stock C10 just for the fun of it. That rear drive shaft, I have something for Chameleon. It is a motor mount with a built-in cooling fan, just to help keep it cool. I thought it was a neat idea. It was cheap, like $10. Some other little random doodads. And I'll show you guys those when, of course, it comes in. So stay safe out there. Fall is coming, so it is going to get cooler. I hope to have some time to go crawling soon. I want to take this out. I want to take it out bad. But it's front wheel drive. I need to rip apart the transmission and the front diff and re-grease everything. That needs some attention in the maintenance department. And yeah, I'm working with Oppai on a frame for this guy. Basing it off of his low center gravity Defender chassis. So that's going to be cool. I will catch you guys in the next video. Love you. Be safe. Peace.